hates reading newspapers? Or do you sometimes wonder what kind of questions are asked in the PI round? Or you are too ambitious to crack the day minus companies? Then you have reached the right video. Hi guys, I am Shivani Saxena and welcome to my channel S for Shivani. With this video, I am beginning a series of videos to help you kickstart your summer internship preparation. With each video, I am going to cover all the important aspects that you need to focus on while preparing for your summer internships. So be it the current affairs, be it the knowledge about the industry or the companies, working on your resume, cover letter, psychometric test, GD, PI and everything end to end I will be covering on my channel. For more videos about summer internships and competition, you can have a look at my YouTube channel S for Shivani. There are different playlists organized for you, so you can have all the videos related to that particular playlist under the heading. It is recommended that you watch all the video in the series Summer Internship Preparation so that you do not miss on any important aspect that you should be focusing on. In this video, we will be covering the first things first. So, an important aspect of your internship preparation is the current affairs. Rest, everything can be done overnight except current affairs, which I feel has to be done little by little each day so that when you reach the D-Day, you are all set, you have something to talk about in the interview, and in case you feel that you are getting stuck on the wrong questions in the PI, then you can use your current affairs knowledge to drive the discussion forward. So, in this video, I am going to share with you my 10 tips for making sure that you develop the habit of reading a newspaper. Like and subscribe if you're coming here for the first time so that you do not miss any updates from my channel. Also, keep looking at the eye pop-up at the top of the screen just in case I have some relevant video related to the topic that I am talking about in this particular one. The first important point, which newspaper should you subscribe to? So ideally, I recommend that you read at least 2 newspapers, and how I'm going to tell you in this video. Firstly, the only criteria that you should be looking at while selecting a newspaper should be that it is easy to read and it is informative at the same time. So if you feel that Economic Times is really tough for you to read, I honestly used to feel that. So what you can do is have the Economic Times app downloaded on your mobile phone. So just in case when you are in class and when you feel that you have breaks between the classes, at that time you can read Economic Times in the app itself and subscribe to a hard copy of another newspaper which you find easy to read. Don't go for newspapers that are all about ads. So my personal recommendations would be the Hindu, Business Standard and Mint, and you can, if you have some other newspaper in mind, you can buy that, but make sure that your needs of MBA interviews, which is knowing about what is happening in the industry, what are the current affairs, what are the financial happenings in the industry, all that should be covered by that particular newspaper. Second tip, should you be reading the whole newspaper? Ideally, if you are reading the whole newspaper, it will take you 2 to 3 hours. But you won't have this much time when you are simultaneously managing your acads, your internship preparation, different council activities, or different competitions that are coming to your campus. So what I recommend is decide a time first and then read for at least 1 hour daily. And how you can do this is, firstly, the headlines are very important. So whatever the first sheet of the newspaper is, you should thoroughly go reading about it. And even for the other pages, just scroll through whatever the main headlines are. Scan whatever important news you find related to your field. For example, if you are someone from human resources, then you might be focusing on, is there any new policy, is there any new law passed related to, let's say, labor or something like that. And then you want to jot down whatever important you find related to your particular field in, let's say, a diary or a notebook. Marketing people should focus on all the important marketing campaigns that they see. So let's say even if you're seeing a very interesting ad, just remember that particular ad copy, or if you want, you can click a picture of it and try saving all those images in a separate folder in your phone. So just in case when you want to re-refer to all these new, so you have something on your phone wherein you can go and access all the screenshots that you have taken. I am personally a very huge fan of the Amul topical, so I make sure that if I'm reading a newspaper, I know what Amul is doing in this present day. For finance people, you need to know something, which is more inclined towards the economics and the finance side of news. So let's say if there is any merger or acquisition that has happened, any takeover, any layoff, any IPO that has been released. So all these things you need to keep in mind. For operations people, anything which is about automation or e-commerce, or let's say how some XYZ company has been successful in reducing the lead time or improving the efficiency by streamlining the supply chain. So everything about all these fields you need to very well be aware of. Third, what to read in economic times. So from MBA perspective only I'm talking about. One thing is the different rates. So for example, it is the bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate, the cash reserve ratio, statutory reserve ratio, the exchange rate of rupee vis-a-vis, let's say, dollar, euro, and all these important currencies with which India, of countries with which India has trade. Is there any devaluation or depreciation of rupee? Why is that happening? How will it impact our economy? If there is, let's say, any new law passed, if there is any change in GST rates, any new taxation regime that has been started, whenever you are reading any such news, don't just read what is happening, but also evaluate in your mind what is the impact of all these new laws on your life and the life that you're going to enter, which is the corporate world. So this is my tip number 4. Always read to form your opinions on that. And to form opinions, I feel the business and the editorial section of newspaper is very important. So even if you do not have time to read page 2, page 3, just go through the first page and go through the editorial page of the newspaper that you have subscribed to. 5th tip, take one topic at a time and analyze it in depth. So let's say you are totally new to economic time and you have no clue about what, let's say, one term stock market means. So do not try to rush into reading everything. Initially, it will take you time to grasp hold of the key terms that are used again and again in EP. But once you have a glossary or the acronyms and the terminology ready with you in your notes, I think when you read, let's say, next week or after 2-3 weeks, everything will begin to make sense to you. So how you can do it? Let's say I'm taking stock market as an example. When it comes to stock markets, there are certain terms like bearish market, bullish market, the exchange rates, Sensex, Nifty, what all companies are part of Sensex, how many companies are listed on BSE and NSE, what are the worldwide stock exchange markets known as, what is an IPO, when do companies release IPO, what is a prospectus, what is the purpose of having prospectus, memorandum of association, article of association, the names of some blue chip companies, why are they called blue chip companies, and all these things. Once you start maintaining a diary, once you start noting down and rereading about these terms, I'm damn sure that, let's say, next week when you pick up Economic Times, you will be able to understand all that is written there. Tip number 6, make notes. I'll tell you why it is important. Let's say you are appearing for an interview of company XYZ and you want to see what all have been happening with that company. You recall reading something about this company in a newspaper, but you cannot recall at that particular moment because you have not been making notes. So this is one advantage of making notes, that whenever you need to re-refer whatever articles that you have read, you can refer them in your notebook or a diary that you have been maintaining exclusively for the current affairs. I'm not saying you have to write down everything that you have read. Just write the headline or the broad topic that defines that news, and write 2-3 bullet points that if someone asks you what is happening with this particular aspect of a company, then you can use those bullet points to share your opinion on it. So I was asked my opinion on, will India be able to double the income of farmers by 2022? This question doesn't have an answer in the form of yes or no. I need to support whatever I am saying with something that I have read about in the newspaper. Since I had been making notes on what is happening, let's say what provisions the budget had about agriculture and all, and what different companies are doing. So I was able to say few things like about the soil health card, different schemes of government, the increase in the MSPs, how the crop insurance is being done, the seed bill, I think it was in news at that time, the setting up of electronic national agricultural market for the the e-trading purpose between the farmers who want to sell and who want to buy, and let's say the e-Chopal initiative of ITC. So about all these things, I got to know them only because I was reading newspapers. Tip number 7, have discussion with friends. So you all have WhatsApp groups. Why don't you put that WhatsApp group to some good use rather than just sharing the memes? So what you can do is, one of you can start a discussion that I read this particular article in a newspaper and this is what I am thinking. This is going to be the probable impact of this particular initiative. What do you guys feel? And then spend like half an hour discussing that topic. So let's say you posted one topic, some other friend will post another topic. In this way, everybody of you, even if you're not participating in the discussion, you have all the important aspects about that particular news in the group itself. So let me know if you like this idea, and if you find it effective, you can actually implement it. Point number 8, set a time limit. So I think setting a routine for reading newspaper is very important. You cannot read newspaper like just sitting idle in the evening, so let's read newspaper. That's not going to happen. Science also says that morning time is the best time whenever you want to do tough tasks. So if you find reading newspaper tough, try giving it 1.5 hours early morning. So let's say if you have a class at 9, why don't you start reading newspaper from 7:30 to 8:30 and then take half an hour to get ready and rush to the class. Tip number 9, find a quiet place to do so. So most of my batchmates used to go to library because firstly there are a lot of newspapers there, so you won't have to subscribe to it. So if you're going to library, the atmosphere is automatically quite silent and peaceful for you to read anything. If you are at home, then you can find a quiet corner for yourself. Tell everyone in the house to not disturb you. Do not be around any electronic gadget while you're reading newspaper, because otherwise you will always be distracted with a notification on your phone. So keep all your gadgets away from you and sit for 1 hour non-stop and read the newspaper. And tip number 10. So there are various sites. One of them I'm just telling you, lead the competition. So there are these sites which at the end of a month, let's say for the month of July, they'll release a PDF of all the news that has happened in the world, and they'll make a PDF available on their website for you to download. Just in case you feel that you want to verify if you are aware of everything that is happening in the world, all important news, then you might be using these websites, so that let's say you have read your newspaper entire July, entire August. At the end of August, you download the PDF and just revise whatever you have read. And lastly, one bonus tip. So along with reading newspapers, what I used to do was make a separate diary for vocabulary. So just in case if I find some tough word while reading a news article, I make a note of that word in my diary, and those list of words really helped me when I'm writing my LinkedIn articles, LinkedIn posts, updating my blog, or in general when I'm talking or conveying any point across in a GD. And I started doing this I think since class 11th. So now I have a really thick notebook which includes only the tough words I came across while reading articles. So that can be an add-on, and if you feel that you can you want to enrich your vocab, then this is another additional advantage of reading a newspaper. That was my take on reading newspapers. If you found any useful tip, if you find some tip worth implementing, then let me know about that in the comment section. Like this video, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends on your WhatsApp and Facebook groups.